So the subject is financial accounting for bcom computers and both computers and generals. Okay, so my name is Ashwitha. I am teaching this subject is financial accounting part 1. Okay, so in this 1 year 2 sems will be there now. So in your first sem financial accounting 1 and in your second sem financial accounting 2. Okay, so this financial accounting subject contains total 5 units. Okay, total 5 units. Total 5 units and containing marks is 100 marks. Under these 100 marks, 20 marks for your internals and remaining 80 marks is your final exam. Okay, so under these 20 marks is again 15 marks you have to write the exam is internal exam, and remaining 5 marks will contain the assignment. Okay, got it? So this financial accounting subject contains total 5 units and 100 marks. Under this 20 marks for your internal exam and assignment and 80 marks your final exam. Okay, so under this internal exam, for 5 marks for multiple choice questions, 5 marks for fill in the blanks, and remaining 5 marks for one word answers. And assignment means at the time of these internal exams we will give some assignment questions to you. Okay, you have to write that questions in papers. Okay, so this is the assignment for 5 marks. Okay, so this subject contains 5 units now. See now what are the units names. Syllabus. Total 5 units now. So unit 1. Unit 1 is accounting process. Okay, unit 1 is accounting process. Under this accounting process we will know about this. What is the definition of this financial accounting? What are the functions, advantages and limitations of this accounting? Next, who are the users of accounting information, branches of accounting, what are the accounting principles? Under this, accounting concepts and conventions will be there. How many accounting standards will be there? Okay, next, types of accounts. There is accounting cycle. Next, journal, ledger, trial balance. Okay, under this accounting process, we'll know about this journal, ledger and trial balance. Next, unit 2 is subsidiary books. Subsidiary books. Under this we have 8 types of subsidiary books will be there. Okay, what are that 8 types? See here, one is purchase book, purchase returns book, sales book, sales returns book, bills receivable book, bills payable book, cash book and journal proper. So under the subsidiary books we will discuss about that 8 types of books of accounts. Next, unit 3 is BRS. BRS means bank reconciliation bank reconciliation statement. Under this unit, what is the meaning of this BRS? Okay, what are the reasons for differences between the cash book and the passbook balances? Favorable balance, unfavorable balance, or overdraft balances. Next, ascertainment of correct cash book balances. Next, preparation of the BRS statement. Okay, so this is our third unit. Next, unit 4 is rectification of errors. Rectification of errors. So under these errors, we'll discuss about these types of errors. Okay, first, what is the meaning of these errors and they rectify? Suppose error will be there, then how to rectifying that entry. Okay, how many types of errors? Okay, under this unit we will use a suspense account. Okay, what is the meaning of that suspense account? Next, unit 5 is final accounts. Final accounts. Okay, under these final accounts we will prepare that final accounts. Now what are that? Under these final accounts, what accounts will be prepared? Trading and trading accounts, profit and loss account, and balance sheet with some adjustment entries, some closing entries. Okay, and this is your syllabus of the financial accounting, and we know about this now. So 20 marks is for internals and 80 marks will be the final exams now. So under this question paper there will be two sections. Okay, under this main exams, two sections will be there, that is section A. So under this total how many marks? 80 marks. Okay, for this 80 marks duration is 3 hours. Okay, time is 3 hours. Duration as time is same as, so that time is 3 hours. Okay, so under this exam there will be two sections. One is section A and section B. Under this section A, this containing marks is 5 questions. Okay, you have to write the 5 questions. For each question it contains 4 marks, then total is 20 marks. Okay, so under this they given 8 questions. Under that you have to write only 5 questions. Section A, they given 8 questions. Okay, 5 questions you have to write and remaining 3 questions is choice. Okay, under these 8 questions you have to write only 5 questions. Okay, so this is for like a short answer type questions. Okay, this is what short answer type questions. Next, section B. Section B is what? Long answer type questions. Under these long answer type questions you have to write the 5 questions. For each question contains 12 marks, then total is how many marks? 60 marks. So 60 plus 20 is 80 marks. So under the section B, here how many units will have? 5 units. Under this, each unit they give 2 questions. Under this, you have to choose one question and write that. Like suppose here 8 questions will be completed. This ninth question will come from the unit 1, like A or B will be given. You have to choose any one only. Suppose you have well know about this. Under this question A, you have to write that A only, and B is what? Choice. Same as 10th. Under this 10th also A or B. So under this 10th will be come from the subsidiary books. Same as 11th A or B, and 12th question will come from the 4th unit A or B. So two choices will be given. Under these two choices, you have to select one question and write that question. That question will contain 12 marks. Okay. So that under this section B, whatever it will be given, one is theoretical question and second one is problematic question, because this financial accounting contains both theory as well as the problems. Okay, so mainly under this section B, like one question, suppose section A is one problematic question and section B is theory question, or else sometimes rare situations it will be given two problems or it will be given two theories. Whatever it is, it will both theory, you have to learn theory as well as a problematic part. Okay, so this is our financial accounting subject, total 5 units. That 5 units will containing 100 marks. So this is the question paper pattern, total 80 marks, and duration of that exam is 3 hours. Okay, we have to contain two sections. Okay, section A will contain 20 marks and section B will contain 60 marks. Okay, now we will discuss about the introduction of this financial accounting. So all of you know what is in your, whatever it is, CEC or MEC, you know all of this, because in your first year accounts and second year accounts you learn about this accounting. Okay, you know journal, ledger, trial balance, final accounts, BRS, rectification of errors. Okay, so all this you know, but so in this unit just it will be going to the briefly. Okay, so first we will go to the first unit, just introduction of this financial accounting. Okay, so now I will explain some general terms of the financial accounting. These are very very important. Okay, so while explaining I will write notes also, then you have to, listening this class only, you have to write all those notes. Okay, so first under this financial accounting, first what is the meaning of the accountancy? Okay, what is the meaning of the accountancy? Next, what shall we learn in accountancy subject? What shall we learn in accountancy subject? So accountancy means what? So accountancy is a subject like mathematics and science. Okay, who is the father of this accountancy? Who is the father of accountancy is Lucas Pacioli. Okay, under this, what shall we learn in accountancy subject? What shall we learn in accountancy subjects? Okay, right here. What shall we learn in accountancy subject? What shall we learn? Okay, you know all of this. Accounting terms. Okay, Accounting terms means what is transaction, what is event, okay, what is a real accounts. So we know some accounting terms. Next, what are the golden rules of accounting means? We have three types of golden rules of account is there na. For real account one rule, for personal account one rule, and nominal account one rule. Next, accounting principles. Accounting principles means what? Under these accounting concepts, accounting conventions, you know the accounting concepts are business entity concept, money measurement concept, dual aspect concept. Okay, all will be there. Okay, first right under this accountancy subject, what we'll learn as we learn how accounting is done. Okay, so under this we learn some accounting terms. What is cash transaction, what is credit transaction, okay, accounting terms. Next, the golden rules of accounting, golden rules of accounting. Next, accounting principles, accounting principles. Next, accounting standards, accounting standards. So in accounting there are 32 accounting standards will be there. How many accounting standards? These 32 accounting standards will be there. So anyway we have to follow one method or one rule, we have to follow these standards. Okay, like examples is accounting of inventories or any depreciation, accounting for fixed assets, intangible assets. So anyway you have to follow that. So that method, suppose we want to follow the depreciation method, so the depreciation method, so in that standards what will be the mention, what will the rules and regulation for following that method, so all will be there. Suppose anyway we have to any method we follow, we have to follow that accounting standards. Next, books of accounts. So under these books of accounts means we have journal. Next, subsidiary books. We learn about these books of accounts. Next is statements. Next is statements. So under the statements, trial balance, under the statement, trial balance, income statement, or income statement. Next, position statement. Position statement means what? Balance sheet. Okay, remember that financial position or position statement or any balance sheet, these three words are same. Position statement or position statement or balance sheet. Next, we learn about this reconciliation. Okay, these are the several terms in accountancy subject. Okay, next, what is accounting? Next question I will raise that. What is accounting? What is accounting? We know already. Accounting is also termed as, is also called as what? Language of business. Okay, this accounting is a language of business. Okay, in under this accounting, it is the process of recording, classifying, summarizing, analyzing, interpreting, and reporting the financial information of a business. Okay, so the okay, got it. So this accounting is the languages of the business. The next is, who is accountant? The next is, who is accountant? Who is accountant? The person who does accounting work is called as an accountant. Okay, the person who prepares these accounts and who prepares the statements and reports the financial information of that business is called as an account. So in suppose we have to record the transactions in the journal, or else we have to prepare that ledger account, so one person will be there na? So that person is called as an accountant. Okay, the person who does the accounting work is called as an accountant. Next, what are the responsibilities of the accountant? So one person is it, that person does that accounting work, and that person have some responsibilities now. So what are that responsibilities? So the accountant first is identifying the business transaction. Okay, first responsibility is what? The person is identifying the business transaction. After identifying the transaction, preparing journal or subsidiary books. Okay, in journal we have to write the transactions now. Okay, we have to write the narration, means we have to detail the transaction of that entry. Okay, so after identifying the transaction, preparing journal or subsidiary books. Next is preparing individual accounts in the ledger. Next, after preparing the journal, next is the preparing the individual accounts in ledger, where we have to prepare the accounts in ledger. We have to prepare the individual accounts. Next is, after preparing that accounts, next preparing the trial balance. For what purpose we have to prepare the trial balance? For the trial balance is to check the arithmetical accuracy of accounts, is getting correct balance or not. So what is the rule of the trial balance? Debit must be equals to the credit. Okay, to check the arithmetical accuracy of the accounts. Next, after tally this debit and credit, next preparing the adjustment entries before that final accounts. Some adjustment entries will be given under that final accounts. So after that, preparing the trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. After preparing these three accounts, next reporting the financial information. After balance sheet prepared, the accountant has to prepare a report. Under that report, how much profits is getting while comparing to the previous year, whether increasing profits or decreasing profits, whatever it is, that accountant will mention each and everything in that reporting. Okay, reporting the financial information. Next is preparing miscellaneous statements. Under this, any funds flow statement, cash flow statement, bank reconciliation statement. Okay, so these are the responsibilities of an accountant. Next, next is, what is account? Then next is, what is account? What is account? So remember, so this account is an individual record of a person. Okay, we have to prepare the accounting for the taking that individual recording of that person or any firm. We have to take an a firm or any business or anything or any item of income and expenditure. Or else account is a place where these business transactions are recorded after classifying into the debit or credit. Okay, first write account is an individual record of a person. Individual record of a person or firm or anything or any item of income and expenses. Okay, this is the meaning of the accounting. Don't forgetting, please remember this. What is account? So it is an individual record of a person or a firm or thing or any item of income and expenses. Next, what are the features of an account? What are the features of an account? So generally it must be maintained in the form of T shape. Okay, so it must be maintained in the form of T shape. T shape means like this. Okay, it must be in the form of an T shape accounting. Okay, so it must be divided into two parts. Okay, so debit part, credit part. Okay, on that left hand side is known as an debit part, and the right hand side of this account is known as an credit part. Okay, so this generally this accounting in the form of an T shape. The left hand side is known as an debit part and the right hand side is known as an credit part. Whenever we have to open this account on the debit side, it must contains the terms two. We have to write two, like to rent, to stationery expenses. Like we have to write it the beginning with the two, and the credit side buy. Okay, buy any commission. Okay, we have to start with the credit side is buy. Okay, remember this. On the debit side it starts with two and that credit side is starts with buy. Okay, so generally this account is must be prepared with a particular name, prepared for the particular period. Okay, like Ramu account. Okay, Ramu account for the period. It is given at the end of the year. Whatever it is prepared with a particular name, or else missionary account, stationary account, cash account, bank account. So like this, the account is prepared with a particular name. Next, under this, where do we prepare the accounts? Okay, we know about this account. Then where do we prepare these accounts? In journal or in ledger? In we prepare the accounts in the ledger. Okay, next important is classification of accounts. Okay, next important is classification of accounts. Classification of accounts. So basically the accounts are classified into two categories. Classified into two categories. What are that? One is personal accounts. One is personal accounts and second one is impersonal accounts. Okay, classification of accounts is classified into two categories. One is personal accounts and second one is impersonal accounts. And this impersonal accounts is again classified into two types. Real account, real accounts and nominal accounts. Okay, so what is the meaning of the personal accounts, impersonal accounts? Okay, what is real account and what is nominal account? So personal account means, what is the meaning of the personal account? So that account is which is related to the person is known as a personal account. Okay, what is the meaning? Person in the name itself is it. The account which is related to the person is known as a personal accounts. Next, impersonal accounts means what? Not related to any person is known as a impersonal accounts. Next, under these personal accounts is again divided into three types. What are that? One is accounts of natural person. Okay, accounts of natural person, artificial person. Next, representative personal accounts. Natural personal account. So under this natural person means we have to prepare the personal accounts. Okay, like Ramu account, Mahesh account, or an X account, Y account. We have to prepare this natural person like debtors account or any creditors account or Ramesh account. Then next is examples is Ram account, Ramesh account. Okay, like examples of this natural personal account. Next, second one is artificial personal accounts. Artificial personal account. So under this artificially means artificially or legally. Okay, so what are the examples of this is any firm or any business must be registered in some main head of this, or suppose you want to start any company, so that's why you have to register with the Companies Act 1956, like. Okay, companies accounts, companies accounts. Next, third one is representative personal accounts. Representative personal account. So representative means, suppose in one company or business we have to give salaries. Okay, at a time we have to give the salaries or any prepaid, so that will come under this representative personal accounts. So the person which represents either natural person or artificial person is called as an a representative person, like outstanding salaries account, outstanding salary account, or rent capital account, or rent account. So these are the some examples of this representative personal account. Then what is the rule of the personal account? What is the rule of this personal account? So golden rules of account now. So what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit the receiver now. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Okay, very very important. Okay, these are the golden rules of accounting. Whenever after completing your degree, whenever you went to interviews for relating to this job, first they ask, first question is what are the golden rules of accounting, what are the rules. Okay, what is the rule of the personal account, what is the rule of the real account. So these rules are very very important for the future also. Next, coming to the real accounts. So real accounts is impersonal account means the account which is not related to person is called as an impersonal accounts. Okay. So real accounts, nominal account. So the account which is prepared by taking assets is called as an real account. By taking assets, the account, okay, you have to write the account which is prepared by taking assets is called as an real accounts. Under these accounts, assets, under this real account, it will be again divided into tangible assets, intangible assets. Tangible assets means this accounts represent such things which can be touch and feel, which can be see, which can be touch and feel. Okay, examples is what? Land, building, stock, cash. Okay, these are the examples of these tangible assets. Next, what are the intangible assets? What is the meaning? Those accounts represents the things which cannot be touch and felt. Okay, which cannot be touch and felt. Examples of these intangible assets is goodwill or any trademarks, patents. What is the rule of this real account? Debit what comes in, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. The rule of the real account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Next is nominal account. The nominal account relating to expenses, losses, incomes and gains. Okay. The nominal account represents this what? Expenses, losses, incomes and gains are known as this nominal accounts. So what is the rule of this nominal account? Debit all expenses and losses, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Okay, this is the rule of the nominal account. Okay, Don't forgetting this classification of accounts. These three are the golden rules of accounts. Okay, this is our today's class.